If you're struggling to remove backgrounds from your AI art, then you might be writing your prompts wrong. And in this video, I'll show you a simple hack that will make background removal super easy moving forward. As you may know, I'm a super big fan of Vectorize AI when it comes to not just increasing the quality of the graphics, but also removing the background, because in the case of this example right here, the vector style just fits way better than upscaling the graphic, and I have more control over the colors. But most importantly, whilst vectorizing this file, I can go into the colors right here, click on the background color, and then just disable it with this eye symbol right here. Now, there is a bit of a downside to this method, and that is now it's going to remove white from the entire graphic. So not only from the actual background right here, but also from the inside of the graphic. And this happens quite often with many of the traditional background removal methods as well. If you have the background color somewhere present in the graphic, then it also removes parts of it inside, which is not really ideal, because if I do this right here and demo it, it's not going to work on very many t-shirt colors afterwards. So I've uploaded the vectorized file to Amazon Merch right here, and as you can see, if I have this on white, it does look fine, but pretty much any other color does look really strange, because the color of the shirt fills in the kind of central part right here of the unicorn that used to be white, and this is definitely not ideal. This means we can only upload this to one or maybe two colors right here within the selection, which doesn't really give us a lot of variety and some of the options that we would want to have, like pink or baby blue perhaps. Now, a similar thing happens if we're prompting with a black background. This is almost harder with the majority of graphics out there. If you have a black background, removing it in many cases is a struggle. The more complex the graphic gets, the more impossible it gets to take out the background without removing anything inside of the graphics. So let me just demo this as well. If I go back to the color palette, choose the background color, and then hide it right here, then once again you can see that we lose a lot of the details inside of the unicorn. Let me reprocess this once again to demo it in the uploader. So here we are back on Amazon Merch, and first of all, it doesn't work on white, which, I mean, that's not really what we intend anyway if we're prompting for black background, but black definitely works. Gray is also okay, but as soon as we move kind of to some lighter colors, it does once again fall apart and look really strange right here. So if it had retained some of the black details within the unicorn, like the eyes, like some of the stroke outlines, then this would have looked okay on pretty much every color right here. Now you might say, Philip, why don't you just use a gray background? That doesn't exist within this unicorn graphic, and this would probably work really well. It would keep the graphic intact and only remove the background color. Now that is true. In some cases, using a gray background or a dark gray background is actually a better option than white or black, but in many cases you're also going to have gray within the graphic. For example, if you had a different animal like a wolf or many other dog breeds or raccoons, they all have gray elements as well as black elements and white elements in the graphic. So black, gray, and white are often present in all sorts of graphics. It could be vehicles, right? So here's a boat design and there is some gray elements within this boat. One of the best solutions I've found is using either a hot green or a hot pink background within your prompt. So if I just bring this one up right here, you can see we've got the same exact prompt except isolated on a hot pink background. Now for this unicorn, because there's a lot of pink in it, doesn't really work. In that case, I would use the hot green. This is going to be way better of a contrast in many cases with all the colors within this graphic. And also, if we have a wolf that has gray inside it, this is also going to provide a massive contrast right here. You often have some little pink highlights within the cheeks or ears of animals, so hot green is going to work best in most cases when it comes to animal designs. And if you have a frog graphic, for example, or any design that has a lot of green elements within it, then I would opt for the hot pink background, because that should provide a way higher contrast to the graphic and make background removal a lot smoother. So let me demo a few of these right here just so you can see the difference and how much better of a result we're going to get. So first off, we've got the frog right here with the hot pink background. Let's click on that, disable it right here, and then refresh. Meanwhile, we've got the wolf as well, ready to select the background, and that looks like it's done a pretty good job. I'll upload these to Amazon once again so we can demo them on some shirt colors as well. And lastly, the unicorn also on hot green right here, kind of like a green screen in the movies. And just in case you're wondering, once these have finished processing without the background, I'm downloading them by clipping the overflow, stacking shapes on top of each other, and right now I'm just saving them as a PNG. All right, so starting off with the frog, this is not going to work on black just because of the text is brown. But it actually also works on asphalt gray quite nicely. I would upload that slate gray. It looks good on white. It looks good on some of these kind of medium colors, bright colors. It almost works well on every single color. I would probably be able to select 80% of these, maybe 90%. So you have a lot more choice, a lot more variety whilst you're uploading, thanks to the pink background right there, and it made background removal super easy. Our wolf right here eating ramen, this one also looks good on pretty much every color, whether it's white, black, gray, something bright. It doesn't really matter. This could literally go on every single color that's available on Amazon Merch, and you would still clearly see what's happening in the graphic. And our unicorn should be basically the same. Let's just place that towards the top right here. It works on black, it works on white, kind of works on white. You do have some of these little white stars right here which kind of get lost, but that wouldn't be a huge issue for a lot of customers. Besides white, it does work on pretty much any color though. So if you have any of these really light ones right here, it still looks great. It looks good on yellow, on pink, on some of these very strong colors, and of course the darker ones as well. So again, you have a ton of variety because nothing was removed, neither the white nor the grays nor the black. Everything is still intact except the original green background. If you easily get lost and overwhelmed by the massive amount of AI tools that are available to POD sellers, I don't blame you. There is a ton of information out there and it's hard to know which one is the best right now. And that's exactly why I created this video right here, where I rank 15 AI tools and show you which ones are the best for print on demand right now.